Hey everybody, this is Cam from Descriptor. I thought it'd be cool to make a little production breakdown video on our song Vainglory. It's been about a week since our album came out, and thank you to everybody who's been streaming it. It's been super encouraging, like really, just all the positive feedback and everything we've been hearing from you guys, so we really appreciate that. So yeah, I thought it'd be cool to make a little bonus video, maybe get into the weeds a little bit of the production of the song, maybe some of the meaning behind the lyrics and all of that. And yeah, I know some people are into that, some people don't care, and that's cool. But if you are into this and you appreciate it, want me to do more of them, let me know. I'd be down. So let's jump right into it. Let's play the intro, see what that sounds like. And it loops there. The opening section and the choruses is in 7 with a bar of 4 at the end. So that's kind of a, fun little odd time section there. Let's break down some guitars. That'd be kind of fun. This is like the main rhythm sound for the intro. It's the same part for the chorus. This is baritones, tuned to B. Yeah, it's pretty cool. There's 2 lead parts on top of those rhythms. One's panned hard left, one is, which is kind of like the primary lead, is not quite hard right, but those 2 together sound like this. And everything together, or at least all the guitars. Throw a bass into it. Yeah, it's cool. Guitars probably sound pretty thin on their own, and that's to make room for bass. There's a lot of lows cut out of here. High pass at 100, some 230. It's almost 2.5 dB of that taken out, and some lower mids, 570 taken out, another 2 dB. That's the same across all 4 guitars. Bass is like, especially in, hardcore stuff, it's like 80% of the guitar tone. With the drums, it all sounds like this. Yeah, super cool. Guitar tones, I used this plugin from Neural DSP called, it's the Corey Wong signature plugin. It sounds awesome. It's on every single Descriptor song. You can see this preset is called Redeemer. It's used on all the Descriptor stuff, compression, all the distortion. It's got a couple different amp models in it. I usually use this guy. And it's even using, I'm not on this one because I guess it's a clean rhythm sound, but a lot of times I use their delay and verb in here too. It just sounds killer. And I use another Neural DSP plugin called Dark Class Ultra for bass tones. My preset is the default one. I literally turn this thing on and it just sounds sick for heavier bass tones. So that's what I'm using for bass, guitars, for pretty much everything we do. It's gives you so much flexibility. You can write the part, tweak the tone after, change your mind, do whatever, and it really alleviates a lot of that like upfront decision making. You don't have to be 100% sold on this guitar tone right now. You can tweak it after the fact, and use that constantly. Drum sounds are actually, for this song, are triggered from Superior Drummer. Let me pull that up. It's this guy. So I have like an E-kit that I will write the parts on, export all the MIDI into Superior Drummer, and that drum set looks like, I think it's kind of like a hodgepodge kit. Yeah, different kick from the toms and all that. But everything's triggered through there. The drums sound like this on their own. yeah, it's cool. I mean, they sound awesome. They're really well made, sampled instruments, and especially for the hardcore stuff, that like just in your face, hard hitting drum stuff. It's so hard to get off acoustic drums. If you're recording them yourself, it's so time consuming, and just it's a pain in the butt. So for a lot of the heavier songs, I use this Superior Drummer. Songs like Drifter and Exploiter and Sanctity, those were all acoustic drums recorded on the stage here at my church in Tacoma. And some songs just need that imperfect, more raw sounding, end result that you get with just recording acoustic drums. So anyways, that's the drums on this song. Sounds at least. Let's jump into verse 1. Let's take a look at some of Ian's vocals. This song's called Vainglory. It's really just like it's a prayer to God to kill my pride, and I think one of the ways that God allows us to work against our pride and our sinful nature is by focusing less on our sinfulness and more on His goodness, and more on wanting to see His kingdom fill the earth. So verse 1, I guess there's only one verse, but the verse section starts out with Ian. He's quoting from Psalm 2 and Daniel 2, the mountain that fills the whole earth, the kingdom of God, just expanding, and God's glory being shown to the nations. That's kind of the theme there, and then it moves into quoting John 3:30, He must increase, I must decrease, that type of a thing. So let's hear what that sounds like, and I'll solo out some of you. Let
the mountain fill the earth, to every nation, tribe, and tongue. The God of gods and Lord of kings, turn your eyes to the holy hill. May He increase while I decrease. Work the loss of everything. Resurrect the dead in me. May He increase while I decrease.
Yeah, super cool. Ian's got a ton of processing happening here. Just some high passing there. This is a soothe. It's like harmonic clipping. It kind of alleviates some harshness. This is slate stuff. This is doing all the compression and, heavy EQing and stuff like that.
Let the mountain fill the earth!
Yeah, like 10, 12 dB of reduction, so it's going pretty hard. And then I put another instance of soothe, just taming some of the sibilants and stuff like that. This is a Sound Toys plugin, microshift. It's kind of widening the vocal a little bit, less like direct center. It almost feels like he's taking up, more of a bigger picture in the stereo space there. Devil Lock, this is some distortion on it. The effect rack, I think, is just doing like a little bit of, a little like slap back echo thing. And then like a really subtle room reverb from Valhalla. So that's Ian's processing. You'll notice that there's multiple Ian channels here, but this is the only one that's actually active. Ian's voice, he's just got that like raw emotion in his voice where you really don't need to double it. It just, when it's standing alone, I think it's at its most impactful. He gets, his voice gets described to Josh Scoggin a lot from Norma Jean and the Chariot in '68, and I think it's a great, comparison for him, where it's just like you don't have to do 6 vocals on top of each other. His vocal just kind of does its thing, and it's super impactful. So, yeah, he just shows up. I kind of like, this is what I was thinking, and then he just kills it every time and really owns his part, which it's awesome. Yeah, so that's the verse section. Let's jump into the chorus real quick. I can break down some of my vocals. This is my main vocal. I stack my voice a lot in this song. I don't always do that, but this song, just the melody It's competing with like a ton of guitar parts and keys and everything. So doing this like stacked 3-part harmony thing, I think really worked out well. So here's just my main lead vocal isolated.
I've seen your glory, never ending, all consuming. You will restore me, put to death this vainglory.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Let me throw in, so there's 2 doubles of the melody, and then there's a lower harmony and an upper harmony, which are 4 each. So I don't know what that works out to be, 12 vocal tracks for the chorus, which is, that's a good amount for us. It sounds like this all together.
I've seen the glory, never ending, all consuming. You will restore me, put to death this vainglory. Oh God!
Yeah, from there it goes into the bridge. Bridge has a cool guitar part. It'd be kind of fun to isolate. There's 2 rhythms that are doubled, hard left and right, sound like this. With the lead. And all together. You'll see this track titled Under Oath. It's this instrument. I can't remember the company, but the plugin's called Legibit. Don't know if that's pronounced right, but this particular patch called Aeolian Storm, I use it on like every Descriptor song. It's just like this drony. You can use it for like sub synth bass stuff, but it's just like it's almost guitar-like, and it just reminds me of, you know, peak Under Oath, Define the Great Line type stuff. Sounds like this. So that's just layered in there in the choruses. It's subtle, but it actually adds a lot, and it keeps going through almost the whole song. Where'd that come from? It's in this breakdown part too. It keeps going. It's like this. I go to a lower octave here.
Let this cancer die and move me to your side.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. That lyric, "Let this cancer die and bound me to your side," that's actually a lyric that I recycled from our song Exploiter. The outro on Exploiter uses that. It's not screamed, it's, you know, sung all soft and pretty like. But it's one of my favorite lyrics I've written, and it's kind of become, you know, kind of a battle cry for what Descriptor is about, which is dying to self, becoming more like Christ, glorifying God. And so I love that we, you know, found another opportunity to reuse that line and kind of reestablish it. So that breakdown's really cool. Ian killed this part.
Let this cancer die and move me to your side. Let this cancer die and move me to your side. Let this cancer die.
The second half of that breakdown section, "Beautiful in Me Is You," "Beautiful in Me Is You," is actually an old My Epic lyric. I can't remember the song now, but I'm pretty sure it's off the album Yet from My Epic. I've always loved that line. It's stuck with me ever since I heard it. You know, I don't even know how long ago that album came out. Probably 2010, something like that. Yeah, it's a powerful line, just like even saying that, even the good in me that I see, Lord, that's not me, that's you. That's what you have done. It's just an awesome, Christ exalting sort of lyric there. So, threw that in the second half.
Beautiful in me is you. Beautiful in me is you. Beautiful in me is you.
All right, well, I think that pretty much covers this song. Does another chorus, does an outro where it tags, the ending of the chorus, and that is the song Vainglory. Let me know if there's another song you'd like me to cover. I have some ideas for ones that would be fun, but yeah, hope you enjoyed it.